Yeah, good.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So, do we have any other words that we use when we're actually having conversations and all that? So people put us on hold. We make phone calls. We receive phone calls. We call, ring, phone people. Sometimes it's busy. The line is busy or occupied. So that's busy, or the line is busy. Sometimes there's a voicemail, so we leave a voice message, right? And people usually now don't call each other even, they text each other. So calling is not even, so to leave a voice message or voicemail, leave a voicemail. And what else do we do with the phone? So when we call people, we expect people to get back to us, huh?
Wrong number.
What number? Wrong number. That was beautiful. So the person says, you've got the wrong number. Before, it was you've dialed the number, but right now the phones are not dialed anymore, so basically you've got the wrong number. You've got the wrong number. So when somebody calls you and you've got the wrong number, and then you say, why did you get the phone, huh? If I've called the wrong number, why did you get the phone? That was it's a big joke. So you've got the wrong number, right? Yeah. So we're done with some of the phone talk. Of course, you have a phone book. Yeah. What is a little black book?
I have it.
He has a little black book. Can you show us your little black book? That's his little black book and his cell phone now. But actually, basically, there were little black books. There were little phone books, small phone books. Usually guys had little phone books. So the names, a list of their girlfriends or potential victims. So when they called Sally, if Sally's not around, they would call Jean. If Jean is not around, they would call Jane. Jane is not around, they would call Mary. Mary is busy, they would call someone else because right now they need somebody, right? So it's called the little black book. Yeah. So he has one. Look.
Of course.
Of course, it's a guy thing.
Now my Canadian black book is in construction.
Okay, let's call it a little
It's
black.
under construction.
Under construction. Under construction. He's building his little black book in Canada. Yeah, of course. You want to go out for a drink? Okay, Sally's not coming. Go. She's not even. I wouldn't wait for the second phone ring. I was like, okay, I'm busy, man. Let's go. Just you gotta pick up that phone. Hey, pick up the phone. Pick up your phone. Pick it up. Pick up. Yeah. Pick up that phone. I still don't wait. Okay, it's so that's the story. Now, what else do we do with our phones? Now, basically, the basic function of the phones is not just calling anymore. So basically, we use a lot of texting, and we have the text languages and all that. So the phones, we use texting. Now, the phones have all changed a lot. There are different ways of texting. You can text like tup, 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 tup. You can have speak to your phone, and the phone does the texting. You can do swipe. I don't know if you know swipe. So I was doing and then it starts typing. So I can show you that on my cell phone, just in case you don't do it. Swipe is interesting. So you can do. It's interesting. I used to do swipe like for some time, and it was interesting. I loved it. It's like magic. Yeah. So there are different ways of texting. There's texting that's called sending sexual messages. What do we call that, Saki?
Sorry.
If you're texting someone and you're sending sexual messages,
I don't know.
you don't do that? Have you received? Have you ever received any such messages? You have not received such messages either?
For example?
I have never received any of them too. But the point is, I know the word because I'm a teacher. I have to know. It's called sexting, right?
Sexting?
Yeah, sexting. Sexting is the teenagers and all those teenagers, teenagers who would send.
Japanese and teenager.
Oh my god.
The teenagers who sent the messages was like sexual content. Now in this past summer in the U.S., somebody had killed his own child by leaving him in the car in the summer for 8 hours. The child, the toddler, was dead, and then they later found out that he had sexted 6 or 7 different women while his kid was left in the car. He was outside sexting people, and then they realized it was on purpose. They wanted to kill the child, but that was
Really?
leaving the toddler in the car.
They want to kill it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it happened a lot this past summer in the U.S. Like at least
But all
3
of them
children.
Intentionally want to kill
Like 1 or 2 were intentional, and it was proven in court, and they were put in jail for maybe life or like 25 years. I don't know. So yeah, but what other stuff? So our phones are smartphones right now, right? So when we talk about technology and smartphones, what are we talking about? I don't understand the time. And the time doesn't understand me. So
The smartphone?
yeah. What is the smartphone all about?
multifunction.
Okay, what do they do? We text. We check our social networks.
Yes.
The social networks such as Facebook. And one day we should, because we're talking about technology, we should also talk about social networks, such as especially Facebook. Yeah. Some people check their Twitter accounts. Twitter, Flickr. Is there like an E after R? Flickr?
No, it's KR.
KR.
Yeah, Flickr. I don't use Flickr.
That's CKR.
No, CK.
Whatever.
CKR.
No, we should know Flickr. So Flickr.
Yeah.
What else? Flickr, Instagram,
Google Plus.
Google Plus.
Only
Google
Google
Plus.
employees
Yeah.
use it. You know it?
Yeah.
Know the joke?
I
And some music ones and all. So we use them for different apps. There are different apps
Application.
that are applications. And we have, of course, a lot of widgets that, you know, the looks of our phone. For example, you want to put this picture there and then do those things and all that. You design your phone. Widgets.
Scroll.
Scrolling, you scroll. It's usually their touch. Yeah? You have touch phones. Almost all phones are right now smart and touch. They have their touch screen. Yeah. What else? Touch screen. Now, the other parts that we need to look at, of course, there's this other part is what factors are important when you're buying your phone, the device itself. For example, the battery life. Is that an issue?
Yes.
Battery life.
Camera.
What else?
Camera.
Live camera.
Camera.
Very good camera. So we have camera for still images, you know, and also video. So still images would be like the camera shoot snapshots. Yeah, that's a still image. Still means not motion. So it's like a snapshot. Still image or snapshot. But then we have the video. Start filming with you use mobile phones for filming these days, cameras. Different megapixel, like 12 megapixels, 14 megapixels, 13 megapixels, 5 megapixel cameras, 2 cameras, back. Memory, because your phone has a memory, has a RAM, has a memory. You use it as, for memory, you can, what do? You save your music in your cell phone. You have your music there.
Memory.
Memory card, stick, memory stick. Micro stick or micro stick. So you have memory. What else?
Speed.
Of course, your phone is the CPU of your phone. It's like a computer, right? The stronger the CPU, the stronger your phone. You want to use it for multimedia purposes. Multimedia. You know multimedia? Multimedia. And they actually put this together, multimedia. So these are multimedia devices. You use them for music, you use them for video, you use them for internet, you use them for recording your voice as a voice recorder, for emails, checking your emails, sending emails.
Play games.
Playing games, video games, yeah, playing games, important.
Schedule.
For your schedule, organizer, schedule calendar, and so many different applications, right?
Calculator.
Calculators, and so many different applications. E-books, electronic books, e-books. So the list goes on, right? Dictionaries, online dictionaries, useful applications that are specific applications for whatever we do. If somebody's a nurse, has different nursing applications. Somebody's a doctor, could have different medical applications. Yeah. So. Skype and online video websites like Skype and other ones. Good. So we've got a bunch of those. We'll have more